Alpha to Omega, VHS to Beta, PlayStation to Sega, my skill is still greater. The sickest thing since VD, wicked like Ouija. Live my life crooked like the left finger on ET. Please believe me, this be the realest thing I ever wrote. Right after talking to Pop, puffing on heavy smoke. Laugh now, cry later. My only dream in life was to rock a mic if in front of you spectators and rock shell toes, not gators. Show love, not haters. I'm switching over like crossfaders to a better time and place where it's safe, and they can't judge a nigga by the color of his face, but by the content of the way that I spit these letters. I'm kicking it with white boys in old Navy sweaters, ball cap low on my eye, cause sometimes I'm listening to my style so much, I'm just trying to get by, I'm just saying.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy Manuel. Welcome to my channel, my podcast, very first episode called Life of a Filmmaker and Photographer with Emmanuel Marthal. Thank you. This is a long journey that I always wanted to do. I am excited being here. I thank everybody for being here, listening to me. You guys probably wondering, what's this channel about? Not another filmmaker channel, not another photographer channel. Like, what is this, a code? You know, but my channel is totally different because my channel is talking about photography and is also talking about filmmaking. And it's pretty much, I would say it's a audio version of my journal. What I've been going through, the obstacles of being a filmmaker, the obstacles of being a photographer, the ups and downs, just pretty much everything that I've been going through since I became a filmmaker, you know. And I'm grateful that you guys are here, and let's kick the show. You know, this is like my very first time doing a podcast show, and I'm literally excited. You know, and so I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about what this show is about. So this, again, like I was telling you guys, like this show is like my journal, like an audio version of my journal. What I've been going through has been a filmmaker and a photographer. So I'm also gonna be talking about the behind the scenes. I'm just here just to talk about a lot of stuff. Like, what got me inspired to do this is, like, you guys know when you watch a great movie, and a lot of people always want to know how was it? You know, how was it behind the scenes? How, like, what's the obstacles you guys did to make a great film? How is it like being on set, being a photographer? So that's pretty much what this channel is mainly going to be talking about. And again, thank you. So you're probably wondering, who am I? So again, my name is Emmanuel Marthal. I am a filmmaker. As you can tell, I am a photographer, but I'm not just those two. You know, like, I'm like jack of all trades. I have so much talents, including talents that I never thought I had. You know, like, I'm also an actor. I'm a writer, director, producer. I'm also working on my first book, so I'm an author. I'm a stand-up comedian. I do it all. You know, I got a feeling that I'm missing out some things that I do, and I just can't think of it. But the longer I do this podcast, the more you guys gonna get to know me. You know, see what I'm all about. You know, I'm just a cool cat that's just out here in this world, just following my passion, following my dreams, following my purpose. How did I got into film? I tell everybody, film found me, you know, because I had no desire to become a filmmaker. You know, like, if you'd have told me this like years ago, like, let's say 10, 11 years ago, I would have laughed like, dude, me, a filmmaker? Like, are you serious? Like, come on. And I'm here. You know, like never thought about being a photographer. You know, it's just like when I was young, like a teenager, I would say like 18, 19. I always knew I was an entrepreneur. You know, like I always had that hustler spirit of being an entrepreneur. But during that time, I had a record label, the record label called Vitamin E Records. And so I have two companies right now that I'm owning. One company is called Vitamin E Entertainment, and the other company is called Emmanuel Marthal Films. And it's been a journey, like literally a journey, making this whole process work. Like I, I had a lot of ups and downs. I had a whole bunch of trials and error, and during those times of me having those trials and error, it made me become a better person. Like in the beginning, I was thinking like, man, do I really want to do this? Like, is this what I really want to do? Like, is this my calling? But it would just, I was keep going, like, I don't know how to give up, one thing about me, you guys, I'm Haitian, 100% Haitian. My mom is Haitian. My dad is Haitian. I was born in Haiti. I came to the United States when I was 2 years old. So, to all my Haitian people, sac passe, to all the people around the world, the Caribbeans, the islands. I love you guys. I miss Haiti. Right now I was, like I said, I was born in Haiti I moved to the United States when I was 2 years old. Been in Chicago, and I've been all around the world, like literally all around the world. I lived in different places. No, I am not in the military. Never been in the military or army brat. None of that. It's just I just love to travel. That's just my thing. That's like a hobby of mine. Just want to travel and don't settle. Don't be in one place for a long period of time. And so I always love films. Like I have literally over 3,000 films. And I just been collecting films. I've been watching. Like I'm a movie fanatic, like literally a movie fanatic, and I just love movies. And it's just like I was saying when I was a teenager to my, I would say mid 20s. No, I'll say teenager to late 20s. I was running a record label, and everybody knows running a record label, especially having unknown artists in Chicago. It is extremely hard because it's like you got to hold people's hands. I just feel like I'm holding grown people's hands, but it's like I'm forcing grown people to follow their dreams, follow their passion, and I lost the passion for it. Like it wasn't there anymore. I used I'm also an artist too, like a music artist, and I play instruments also. And I just didn't want to do it anymore. Like I just quit doing music. It was too stressful. I didn't have the love for it anymore. All that stuff was gone, and I decided to be a regular person. Like do the 9 to 5 job. And one day I think this was 2000. This is somewhere. An old friend of mine contacted me and asked me, can I help him doing his school project? He was a filmmaker and a director. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll help you out do a school project. And we in the south suburbs of Chicago, and we in the forest, like literally in the forest where they have coyotes, deers. You know what I'm saying? Um, I wasn't really scared, and this was like a horror film for his school. I was playing a werewolf, so I was like, hey, if any coyotes come or any deers come, I'm gonna put the mask on and just try to scare them off. And it was fun. And so he showed me the DVD, the final product of the film, and I was like, wow, this is cool. Okay, cool. And then, again, in my head, I wasn't thinking about doing films, and he talked me into it for like literally 2.5 years. Like, man, we should do this. You a natural, um, you're a natural actor. Like, let's do this. And everybody that knows me knows I am a class clown. I have always been a class clown. I just love life. I love everything about life, positive, the negative. It's just I look at negative is actually a positive when you figure it out. When you sit back and analyze, like, how can I make like I said, like, negative is, to me, negative is like a positive, because it's like a learning lesson. It teaches you to learn. So anything that's teaching me to learn from my mistakes, it's a positive thing. If you learning something, it can't be a negative unless you learning something that ain't really good for you. And so I work with him. I started this web series called Laughisodes. It's called this is how you spell it: Laughisodes. If you guys go to YouTube right now, type Laughisodes, you'll literally see over 50 videos. And excuse me, and we've been doing it. It was fun, and I was seeing the views, I was seeing people interaction, and people like, man, this is funny. This is one of those times where comedy skits was there, because like, he wanted to compete against Saturday Night Live. Like, me personally, I didn't care about Saturday Night Live because I don't watch Saturday Night Live. The last time I watched Saturday Night Live was when Eddie Murphy was there, and so since he left, I haven't been watching Saturday Night Live. It just not trying to be bogus, but Saturday Night Live is not funny to me. And so he was the creative person because he had the camera. He wrote the scripts. And he was a director. I was the business person, so we became partners, and it was cool. And then so it's like it was getting to the point that it was too much for two people to do. So we got a crew. He we was on two different wavelength. Like, he wanted to do laugh episodes. Like, I created laugh episodes. My idea, the whole 9 years. He wanted to create laugh episodes like another 11 color. You know, I wanted to create laugh episodes like mainstream. Have, like, instead of just being the audience is for black people, I wanted to do laugh episodes that's for every race. Like, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Comedy, in my opinion, comedy doesn't have any race, any colors. If the stuff is funny, everybody gonna laugh. Especially they can relate to. And we clashed, and I still remember this like it was yesterday. When he quit, it was okay. It was the day of the shoot. He quit. He told us, "Don't bother filming," and I had to tell all the actors, "We're not filming today." And I had to figure things out. What was the next level? And during that time, I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? But actually, that became a blessing. Because it's like I went from doing web series comedy to it. When he quit, it opened doors for me. It's like, to all the people that believe in God, like, God is real, and I'm gonna tell you guys how real and how positive and how great he was. Like, I was like really really mad. Like, how this dude gonna quit on some BS. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm coming to him like, man, we got to be professional. Like, if this gonna be your passion, And so he texted me saying, um, pretty much what he said was, we're not gonna make it without him. When it falls, it falls. And again, like I said, it became a blessing because the day of the audition, after we had auditions, I went to the restaurant, and I chop it up with the owner. I was just having a conversation with the owner of the restaurant. She is an Italian lady. I love her to this day. I love her to death because let me tell you guys how the blessing is. We having a conversation, and I asked her, "Is it possible that I could use her restaurant to film?" And she said, "Yeah." She like, "Yeah." So she gave me her business card, and I gave her my business card. I told her the name. The name is called Laugh Souls. The name of the company is called Vitamin E Entertainment. And for some odd reason, I lost a business card. Like literally, because she told me, "Call." She said, "Call me next week. Let's make something happen. Let's talk." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Literally, almost 3 months later, I say between 2.5 to 3 months later, I've been looking for her business card. I'm like, "Where the hell did it go?" I finally found her business card on the third month, like 90 days later since talking to her. I call her and she like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey, Cindy, this is Manny." She like, "Who?" "This is Manny." She was like, "Sorry, bud, I don't know no Manny." I'm like, Manny from Laughing Sauce." She said, "Hey, hey, hey, I've been looking for you." She remembered the name Laughing Sauce. You know what I'm saying? She remembered the brand. That's pretty much what filming is and being an entrepreneur is. Like, you gotta have something that people will remember. They may not remember who you are, but if you got something that they remember, like the name, man, you killing it. And so I met with her, and so she watched me film couple scenes at the restaurants, and so she was like, "Hey, when you finish, can I talk to you real quick?" I'm like, "Okay, yeah. What's up?" And she was like, "Hey, so you do comedy, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." We just finished filming a comedy web series called Laugh Souls. And so when I was just about, and then when I was about to tell her like what was the shoot was about, she like, "Hey, would you be interested in doing stand up comedy also and karaoke?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, I never been to a karaoke. I know nothing about karaoke. I never done stand up, and I've been to a few stand up shows, but that's it. I don't know nothing else. And I told her, yeah. Sorry about that, you guys. I got a little cold. Chicago weather sucks. Like literally sucks. One day is cold, the next day is hot, then it's cold, hot, cold and raining, hot, cold. It's just like it's again like it's a crazy thing. And so she gave me the opportunity to do stand up comedy and karaoke. I've been doing it for 4.5 years in Chicago, downtown Chicago. To this day, I list this as my accomplishment. I'm the first and the only black guy who hosted a comedy venue for 4 years downtown Chicago. You know, normally in Chicago, it's like how the comedy scene is, it's like segregated, like the black people in the south side and the white people in the north side. But to have somebody break the barriers and bring white people to the south side to do their stand up, bring black people to the north side to do the stand up, and it was great. Like it was packed, like literally every shoot was like every show was packed, and the karaoke was great. Like I've done so much network. And again, like I say, that was like a blessing. Um, Another situation that just happened recently. I was working with this girl. We was working on a podcast together, and you know, it was more like a partnership, and we talked about like how we're gonna do it. The plan was to do the podcast, post the podcast on the YouTube and all those podcast channel, and let's do this. You know, and so during this time, it was fun. Like the show was called Let's. Well, it's not a show. It was never a show. Well, it was called Let's Talk About It. You know, we, okay. This is for people who don't know me. Like when I do business with people, I always say yes. So, and the reason why I always say yes is because if it doesn't happen, you can't blame me because I say yeah. You know, I got the Samuel L. Jackson syndrome in the beginning of his career. Like he never turned anything down. He always like say yeah. So when I'm working with people, I always give people 30 days. You know, after 30 days, nothing produced, I'm gone. You know, but with her, it was different. Like I gave her 6 weeks. You know, because I literally thought we was good friends, like great friends. I literally thought we was like best friends. You know, we had like so many things in common. You know, and it's like when we did the show, the chemistry was there. It was raw, organic chemistry. Like nobody wouldn't believe that we just met in March. You know what I'm saying? Like how good the chemistry was. It's like you could tell. It feels like we knew each other for years. You know, like we always finished each other's sentence, which it was great. And that what made me wanted to jump aboard to do this podcast show with her because because the chemistry was there. We did some test run in my car when we was driving when we was going on our first date, and she loaded up, and she was telling me like a lot of people like it, so I'm like, okay, cool, all right, we did the test run, chemistry is there. All right, let's make this happen. Let's do this. And we record. I would say we did like 3 to 4 shows, and so in my head, I'm thinking that it's going to be produced on these YouTube channels and these podcast channels. Like I gave her the raw footage. She edited. She is an she, I ain't gonna lie. She is an amazing editor. And like I said, we supposed to be partners, correct? So while we supposed to be partners and working together, like after she edited, I never got final copy of anything. Like literally never. Like everything we did. Like let's say we did an hour show, she'll load 1 minute of the show. So during this time, I'm thinking like it's probably a promotion. So I'm like, okay. And then I'm sit back and I'm like, okay, so if it's promotion, because she's loading it to her Instagram page and her Facebook page. And I'm not getting anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything that we talk about, what we do, never happened. It's like it's like all about her. It's like I'm not getting anything. Like none of the footage at all. I didn't have no final say so. Like she, what I'm saying? Like because I feel like when you partners with people, like before everybody sees the anything, the product, your partner's supposed to see it, and y'all supposed to sit back like, yeah, do I like it or no? Like when everybody's seen her Instagram or Facebook, that's when I seen it. And it was like it was going down from there. Like honestly, like I really didn't want to do the show because like the show was pretty much talking about celebrity gossip. Everybody that knows me know I don't care about gossip, and worldly events. So I'm like, okay, I know a lot about the worldly events. I'll let her do the gossip and I fill in. And again, nothing. Like your boy wasn't getting anything from the channel. Like nothing. Like the pictures that I screenshot the pictures and promoting on my page. That was the only way I got anything. Like she sent me the video of the intro to my text message, and everybody knows like when you send text message, you can't see the quality isn't there. It's all the pixelated is all jacked up. So I asked, I'm like, yo, you think you could email it to me so I can promote it? To this day, still never received it. And every time when we made schedule of to record to do the show, like look, perfect example, like let's say we supposed to record at 12, she'll get here like 2 or 3 and ready to roll. Not one time apologizing, like, hey, I'm sorry for running late. Nothing. Like, there's no chemistry. Like, I'm calling, like, she's a huge procrastinator. Like, I'm calling her, like, yo, are you still at home? She's like, yeah, Manny, okay, I'm coming. You know, 30, 45 minutes of calling, like, you still at home? She said, okay, I'm coming. You know, it's like, yo, you having me sit and wait. And then, like, the energy is in there. And it's like, when she get here, okay, time to roll. It's like, dude, I'm not even feeling it, you know? And I don't even know what's going, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, there's no structure or anything. So I hit her up. And it's like, yo, I don't know what's the vision of the show anymore, or if it's still a show. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like it's everything is all over the place. It's no structure. It's I don't even know. And you get mad at me when I don't even know. Like, how would you get mad? Like, you don't tell me anything. It's like when we do the show is when you feel like doing the show. If you don't feel like doing the show, we don't do the show. When we have time, when we set up a time to do the show, it never's happened because you come hours late and like never apologize. Like, and I told her like, yo, I don't do business like that. Like, if you want to do it how we both talked about in the beginning, how we gonna do the show, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down to do it. But if you feel that nothing is wrong and you like how the show is going, I'm sorry, I can't be part of it. And her response was, bye. We no longer friends. Like, don't no. Her response was, bye. Don't ever talk to me ever again. And I'm thinking like, okay, she's in her feelings. I'm like, all right, I talk to her later on the next day. So I realized that she had a shirt or a tank top, whatever it is. So I text her like, yo, you left this stuff in your house. You want me to come give it to you? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like everything is cool. Like, like we friends. You know what I'm saying? We best friends. That's in my eyes. She said, no, just throw it away in the garbage. And again, don't ever contact me ever again. And she blocked me on every social media. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, so in my head, I'm thinking like, was we ever friends? You know what I'm saying? Or from a lot of people, yo, she was just using me, you know, just to get on. Like, she didn't care about me. She didn't care about my feelings. All she cared about, hey, let me, since you got the equipment, let me do this and F you, And it was and I just felt like it was wrong. It's like, if if we wasn't never friends, you could have just talked to me. You could have just told me up front, like, yo, this is straight business. I don't want to be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done so many stuff for her, like for friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she felt that her daughter her daughter was raped. I took her to the hospital. I took her and her daughter to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Her baby daddy didn't go. You know what I'm saying? And I stayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like literally proved my loyalty towards her like, since day one. Never lied to her. I even put up with her rudeness. You know what I'm saying? Like, she hang ups on me. You know what I'm saying? I just put up with like, hey, maybe she's not used to a real guy. And it was just like, after a while, everybody have a breaking point. So she left. Bigger opportunities happened for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like every time when one door closed with somebody else, like a bigger door, like I move up to the next level. Like higher, and it's like, oh, and I'm enjoying this, process, and like everything is a process, and it's fun, and it's like, I want to tell all my filmmakers, photographers, entrepreneurs, anybody that's in the entertainment, like anything that you passionate about, just do it. You know, don't wait on nobody. Just do it. A lot of things that we have, you gotta put in money. You gotta put in work. Like all this taking shortcuts, try to use people, trying to, let's say, sleep your way. It's like anything, any success that happens fast, I'm guarantee you guys, it's not gonna last. You know, it's not worth it. You know, it's just follow your work, follow your heart, follow your goals. Just go out and do it. Don't worry about proving somebody wrong or anything, or like I'm better than, no. Just focus on your craft. You know, like make your craft better. Like enjoy this process. Like for me, I have a love and hate relationship with being a filmmaker and a photographer, because it's a lot of work. Um, it's stressful at times, and it's very discouraged. But it's just like I'm keep going. You know, it's because I understand the bigger picture. Like I'm not doing it for the money. You know, like yeah, I want to get paid. Don't get me wrong. You know, but it's just like I didn't become a filmmaker because I want to have millions and billions and dollars of being a photographer. You know, like I did it because I have passion for it. I have the love for it. I want to do it. I have the desire. Like I eat, sleep, wake up, breathe this industry. Being an entrepreneur is just, I want to get to the point that I'm my own boss. And being on set, I love the feeling being on set, being on a shoot, and I love it. You know, it's just a great feeling to have, and I embrace it. I'm happy to do it, but it's a lot of work, you know. And but it's worth it, man. It's really is worth it doing all this work, because there's gonna be some times that you sit back and just say, "Am I really good enough? Is this what I really want to do for the rest of my life?" You know. But if you continue, be consistent, put in the leg work and work your butt off, um, buy things that you really need, invest in yourself, in your business, man. You guys, I'm telling the truth. This is God honest truth. You're gonna make it. You really is gonna make it. You know, it's just like you just gotta do it. You know, and it's fun, but it is also discouraged. You know, you gotta have in your mindset that like, hey, you're not gonna get $10 million on your first film. Like my first film that I did is called Open Window Second Chance, and I did it like literally. It was my literally not only was my first film, it was my first time writing a script, and I put it in the movie theaters. And so it was this actor named David A. Walker from Chicago, and so we just having a conversation, and you know we always talk a lot. And he was like, "So how many people you expecting?" And I'm like, "Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would be grateful if 40 people came. You know, 40. You know that's good enough for me." So the movie theater seats 1,500. We sold 1,200 out of 1,500. It was 300 away from selling it. You know, we had a sold out show, and it was the greatest feeling in the world. Honestly, like when I was there and just see my name in the titles. I'm like, cause I'm standing. I'm like, I was too nervous to sit, so I'm standing all the way in the back, just watching my film on the big screen in the movie theater, and just looking at everybody's reaction, looking at people laughing, looking at people crying, and it's just like, wow, I did it. I actually did it. You know, like I actually produced a film, and with a the movie was 2 hours, like literally 2 hours straight, and when the movie was done and it was a standing ovation. Everybody like encore, encore, great. And to have people like literally strangers coming to me saying, "Man, that was a great movie. Is there a part two?" You know, and over and over. To have my mom there and my mom to tell me that she is so proud of me when I did it, and I was like, I'm home. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And that was my calling. That was my purpose. That was my passion. That's what I really want to do. And I don't want to do anything else, honestly. Um, and ever since I did my first movie, is again, doors has been opened up. Like I discovered that I have talent. Like last year was the first time I brought my own camera. I never ever used a camera, like a video camera. And I just got tired waiting on people, relying on people. And I enjoyed, it's like I self-taught myself. Then I brought me another camera to do my photography, and it's just like having people like, yo, your work is dope. These pictures is dope. Just getting a whole bunch of people just coming in and say, hey, I want to work with you. I want to, network. And I'm like, okay, yeah, baby. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And then so it's like this Saturday night, I'm shooting a music video and doing a photo shoot with this great famous artist, female rapper in Chicago. And it's a late shoot. It's like after midnight type of thing. It's a night shoot, and I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm humble. Like I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? Like what? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like okay, cool. And just for her to say, yeah, man, I want you to shoot my music video. I want you to do the photo shoot too. It's like okay, cool. I'm there. And then now I'm getting booked. You know, also you guys, it's like you could get booked, but you also there's gonna be times that man you don't get no clients. So when you don't get clients, don't get discouraged. You take advantage of that opportunity to practice, work on your craft. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you're not getting any clients, that don't mean you can just sit and just mope. Like don't mope. Any opportunity, don't waste any opportunity to better yourself and improve on your skills, because that's what it is. It's just the more work and improving your skills. When you finally getting that clients and they loving your work and they telling other people, and you become the man or the woman that like the number one person that requested, like, hey, I need you to film my stuff. I need you to take pictures. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you get requested, like that's a great feeling to have. And again, it's not about the money though. It's about the love and the passion. And yeah, it's like this is my baby. Like I spent so much money on buying equipment, and I'm still buying some more equipment though. It's like yeah, like I'm continuing buying equipment and just it's like just bettering myself. So you guys, thank you for sitting here, listening to me, talking about what I've been going on, and I really appreciate this. This is actually fun. This I would say this is like therapeutic. Like I'm talking to you guys about what I've been going through. Yeah, so this is my time. Thank you again for the love and the support. Tune in for the next episode, and hopefully the next episode I could tell you guys how fun I had at the photo shoot and any other stuff. My goal is with this podcast, and I also got a YouTube channel called Life of a Filmmaker and Photographer. pretty much the YouTube channel is different from the podcast. The YouTube channel just mainly focus on filming equipment and behind the scenes, you know. And then the podcast just focus on what I've been going through. I'm also going to be interviewing people, bringing people on set in the studio, in the lab, I call it, and talk about their experience. So if I could inspire people to follow their dreams and motivate them, hey, I did my job. That's my goal. Again, thank you guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell everybody about this. You know, life in the filmmaking photographer with Emmanuel. That's my time. One love, two fingers, and I'm out. Peace.